family. Good night, everyone. Welcome to another Sports Frenzzyy podcast. I'm your host, Devon. With me tonight, I have Devin, and we'll soon be joined by Kims. Well, I know that you guys aren't accustomed to us having the show this early, but we have to schedule the show around the Olympics because we know that a lot of you, our viewers, are pretty much interested in the Olympics. So we have to ensure that we give you guys enough time to settle, exercise, and ensure that you have enough time to watch the Olympics. So that's the reason why we're having the show this early. Good night to everyone that has tuned in so far, and hopefully we'll be joined by a few more. So Devin, Olympics upon us starting tonight. Jamaican participation. Currently, I'm watching it, and the high jump qualification is going on, and also I saw the 3,000 meter steeplechase earlier on. But in terms of Jamaica participation, I believe Travis Michael will be the first Jamaican in action in the qualification Group A of the discus. I expect him to have a smooth transition and qualify for the next round.
Yeah. Like they're saying, all things well. All right, you see, I'm gonna use the comparison to what we were talking about yesterday when you were saying Shakes was saying, a lot of athletes now, and I was debating what he was saying, are performing more than what was expected of them. So like I'm thinking this guy for the discus can be a replica of that. Like he was suggesting that Hyde will reach the final. This guy, I'm thinking, he can get a medal. Yeah.
You believe that he can medal?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Listen. It's far fetched, but that's why I'm using Shake's theory. I'm just
Wow.
so I put that as my statement. I'm using Shake's theory that this guy will have a better chance of medaling as
Stick up
opposed
in though,
to.
Devin. Remember that I'm not talking about Frederick Dakers, I'm talking about Travis Michael.
Oh, I'm referring to Frederick. Sorry, I'm talking about Dakers. Sorry, you're mixing me up with Dakers. Nah. Well,
No,
yeah.
Michael.
Yeah. Smiker. I was referring to Smiker. Yeah, but like with I was referring to Dakers. With Smiker, I mean, second round.
Yes, I just expect him to just qualify.
Yeah. The same,
I
the
agree.
same thought process that we were having for Hyde are related to this.
Okay.
Yeah.
But in terms of Frederick, as you were alluding to, you think that Frederick can actually regain some sort of form because he has been out of sorts this season and actually qualify for the next round and probably even
Yeah.
medal in the medal round.
Yeah, I'm thinking that because I don't know, just like with NBA and fans weren't around. I don't know if this. I'm thinking the same kind of situation where that big audience is not there, so sometimes there's less pressure on the athletes. Even though the global title of being an Olympian or being an Olympic champion or even a medalist in the Olympics is still a big pressure. But I'm thinking, the less people there watching them, there's like a less pressure on them. So that's why some of the performance may be elevated somewhat. Some of the performances. So it's possible.
And I'm glad that you brought that up now because I heard an argument that was making the rounds that I heard someone said that, oh, this Olympics has been lackluster, lackadaisical, and all those lack, whatever. What's your retort to all that nonsense?
No, it's not. It's not. It's just that the performances are still great. I saw swimming. I saw the swimming event yesterday where with these women from America. What's her name? I don't remember the event, but all three, third, second, and the gold medalists, all three broke the world record. So I can't see what lackluster is that in there. I mean, that guy is not around. Phelps is not around, right? But the time that they are doing Levon, the performances are out of this world.
I agree.
You get what I'm saying? You can have three people in a swimming event. All three broke the previous world record. All three broke the previous world. There's not lackluster about this. It's the same competition.
True. Kim, so we're talking about, I heard an argument on the radio because first, it just happened that I was listening to a particular sporting show in the morning and I heard a caller calling and said that this Olympics has been lackluster and all of that. You go by that notion, or you think it's just an overreaction?
Let me tell you. Let me tell you what I think about people. I think when the situation is not ideal, individuals try and find something for pointing to. So because there is no fans, because we're still in a pandemic, because it's the same way, so it can't be fun. So just like just like with basketball, basketball nice, but it's in the bubble, no fans. Oh Jesus, this is the worst playoffs ever. So people always try to find an excuse when things are normal because you know, as human beings, we do not like to adapt to change. We don't like change at all. We like when things remain the same. So once there is change, we don't respond to it positively. We always give it a negative reaction, like this is boring. This is not what we're used to. Instead of just having an open mind and just be like, let's just take in the games because the Olympics, I only watch the swimming. But even this, like I never watched swimming ever before. But even the swimming right now, fun, exciting, nail biting. This is what we want for the Olympics. So fans are not, the athletes are competing at the highest level, and that is what we want to see.
Agreed upon wholeheartedly, boss man. Couldn't have said it any better. And I'm going to pick up on that basketball argument a little bit further down. But I'll ask Devin the question earlier. I think that Travis Michael can qualify for the next round.
Oh, Travis,
Yeah.
boy, probably, we have performers who are championship performers who all season long they don't perform to the quality, and then when it's time, they don't show us something. So probably that is what him can pull off. But if I'm supposed to go by the standard, what's going on right now, I don't think he will go to the next round. That's me personally.
Okay, so here's Akil Henry saying that according to the commentators, the conditions aren't the best for discus throwing, so 66 meters might be a stretch.
You see,
But yeah, go ahead,
go
go
ahead.
ahead.
No, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
I was going to just follow up and ask you because Travis is in flight A in the throwing, while you have Frederick Dakers and Chad Wright in flight 2. Frederick Dakers is the one that has been carrying Jamaica in this event for the longest while, but this season has been an off season for him.
Mhm.
Devin earlier was saying that Shakes posited an argument last night that you have athletes that have come into this meet not expecting much, but you actually think that Dakers can be that one to just up it up and just put some cats among the pigeons.
The thing with Dakers, I believe, for majority of the season, when I watch his interviews, majority of the season, he was saying that he was carrying an injury to his throwing hand, right? So I'm not really sure how that would affect him. I don't sure how the injury has progressed since that time to know, but I believe that, I believe that, Dakers, as you say, he has been carrying the mantle for Jamaica. So if anybody is going to do it, I think he's going to do it. If the injury is anything, I don't think he's going to medal, but he could make it to the finals. I think if he makes it to the finals, I think that's based on how his season went. I think that's a win for him. Anything
I
else
tend
is
to
just a
agree.
bonus.
I agree. But here's Stefano McIntosh saying that rubbish statement. I guess this is to the argument I said earlier on about the person that said the Olympics has been lackluster. Stefano is
Oh,
saying that rubbish statement. These times are excellent from these athletes, and we all agree with that, especially in the swimming events. That's been,
yes,
oh god, man, it has been brilliant. And you know
yes.
what I'm looking forward to? I'm so looking forward to that event between Adam Peaty from Great Britain and the American sprint swimmer. I'm so
Mhm.
looking forward to that, man, because both guys have been going at it all Olympics, and
All
they're
Olympics, yes,
meeting
sir.
this event. In terms of the 800 meter, is the qualification for Natalia Gould?
Yeah, man. Gould has been running good. I believe she ran a personal best this season as well. So she has 156. She has been running good. I'm not worried about Gould in the heats and the semis. That she will cruise through. But you see, finals when you see what I realized with Natalia Gould over the years. She is a person. She build up her hopes. So heats she look good and she'll go on. Semis, yeah, say yeah, man, she can get a medal. And then when the finals come, she's like she lose the plot. She lose the plot. She don't run her own race. Somebody run out too hard. She decide to run behind them because she start panic. So if she can get her mental capacity right and run the race that her coach tell her to run, you know, she can probably come fifth. But we're I already picked my top three, and
Yeah.
she ain't beating none of them. So
She only came close to her PB this season. She didn't actually run it. She just came
oh,
close.
oh, she just came close. Oh, she just came close to it. Oh, okay.
Well, I don't know. Her season best was, I think, was 157 something.
No, 156, man. She went 156 this
She
season
won.
already.
She won 156. You see, yeah.
All right, she won the trials in what? I think 157, right? But the season best would have come earlier.
No, the season best came
At the
after
trials?
after the trials.
After the
A race,
trials.
a race that she was beaten by the girl from Cuba. Yeah.
So, all right. Question now. Because I think I saw. Did somebody run below 155 or something? Or what's the season best?
156.
No, not for Natalia. Overall in the 800.
Yeah, man.
What's the
The time
season
say
best?
under 156.
Under
The
156, right?
I think more.
Yeah, I don't see her. I think she's gonna struggle to run below 157. Just like Kim was saying, like when it comes down to the point where it matters most, for her to run through the round and reach that point, she's probably gonna do like a 157, and at that point, not gonna be even good enough for a medal. Let's hope she surprises.
Okay. So in the men's 400-meter hurdles now, right? It's an easy. Well, we talked about it a little bit last night, but Jay lied. We said that there's a likely possibility that he's going to qualify from his event. However, do you guys think that Kemar Moore can make it through as well? That's one for you, Devin.
I don't see. All right, I don't. Since my time when I used to watch the 400 hurdles from even before Danny McFarlane, and before Danny McFarlane was a guy named Beckford. Remember those long time guys? Yeah. I don't see these 400 hurdlers. I don't really follow them that much, except Jolly Hyde. I only follow Hyde because of his father. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I don't think them qualify and move it on to the next round. I don't see that. I don't see that guy move it on to the next round. And the best it is for Hyde is a semifinal. I just don't place much attention on this event for the Jamaicans. Nah.
All right. So as it stands, we have 3 athletes in the event. We have Jay Light, as we just said. We have Kemar Mowat, and we also have Sean Rowe. I'd love for all 3 of them to qualify to the next round, but I don't know. It's just sticky. Kim, do you think that Kemar Mowat and Sean Rowe can make it past the next round?
All right. So Kemar Mowat, I don't know how him drop off. So because he was once our best hurdler. In terms of time. He was once our best hurdler, and I've been watching him this season, and even at the Jamaican trials, I've been watching him, and just not good enough. But you see, I have to see the heat that him gets. I have to see the heat that him get, the competition that's in there. Because I say, sometimes you get a little lucky heat, a little slow heat, and you can be one of the fastest times.
Yeah,
you can be one of the fastest times, and you can get through to the semis. But I don't see no Jamaican making it to the finals of the 400-meter hurdles, because this is a big championship event where the big dogs really come out to play, and we don't have any big dogs in that. We just have some chihuahua.
Well, it's an easy passage for our girls in the 100-meter events.
Oh yes, man. Oh gosh.
Expecting any first time from any of these ladies?
Well, go ahead, Devin.
Oh, what I'm saying, the champion elect, right? She's not gonna kill herself. She's not gonna do too much. Which Elaine, she's not gonna do too much within this round. Probably some little. If somebody really come and try challenge her, she probably go run a 1090 or something like that. 10, But in the finals though, Elaine, I'm looking at 1070 for the final. Yeah, yeah. For the
That's her first.
No,
That's her
no, no, man.
personal
Don't rush
best
it.
right
Don't
there.
rush it. Don't rush it, man, Devin. Tomorrow we'll be
Okay,
here
so
to talk about.
tomorrow, all right. So tomorrow, I got a 1090 something just to warm up. Probably, because
Yeah,
I don't think
because
she's gonna do any left.
guess what, Devin? We're just looking
Everybody
at
has to move forward.
we're just looking at them as they go through these runs to make an
All right,
assessment.
okay, fine. Easy progression for all three girls.
Agree, Kems?
All right, so just a little bit of history lesson. Last Olympics, Elaine ran one of the slowest times in the heats, and the lady that y'all call the goat, she ran the fastest time in the heats,
Fast man. Call
10
lady
point
name.
10.9. I'll call her name when if she win the 100. But she ran 10.9, right? She ran 10.9 in the heats in 2016. Elaine ran 11 point. I want to say it's 11.2, 11.1, 11.2. That's what Elaine ran. Everybody said, "Oh, it's Shelly. Shelly race. Remember, Shelly race with the toe. She have a toe injury and she'll still win the race." And Elaine just come doing the progressions. And I expect her to do the same thing, especially when Frano come out now and say, "Hey, these girls have to run so much and scrap the relay, blah blah black sheep." So I definitely think Elaine will come out and just qualify. That's all they need to do. There's no reason to show off any class. There are no medals won in the heat. No medals won in the heats. So I believe Elaine will just run a little 11-1 and just call it a day and just cruise and go back in, get her treatment.
Okay.
Awesome.
I believe that should be hit in terms of track and field. Now we're going to quickly switch over to some basketball because, as I said at the top of the show, this will be a short show because I want all our viewers to tune into the Olympics because I know that's where all of you guys view attention will be at. So I want you guys to tune in and won't be bothered and disturbed. So quickly, Russell Westbrook is now a Laker. He has joined the Los Angeles Lakers and he has joined up with LeBron James and Anthony Davis. I didn't saw the next part of the deal. Is it Kyle Kuzma and what are the two guys that have gone to Wizards?
Pope.
Kyle
Kyle
Kuzma,
and uh-huh.
Kyle Kuzma, Cardwell, Pope, Montrezl Harrell, and the 22nd pick for tonight's draft.
Okay, so I'm sure I know that Kims is a Pinocchio. Kims is a LeBron fan, and you don't know that. Well, I don't need to say anything more. Big deal for the Lakers, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm a Laker fan. He's a LeBron fan. I'm a Laker fan.
Yeah, man,
Since
I know.
since the second greatest basketball player alive. No, not alive, ever. Joined the Laker team in 1997, 96, 97 season. Kobe Bryant. Right? So now LeBron there, third best basketball player of all time. Look at him. Look at him.
nah,
Right.
over
Anyway, so all right, the consistent talk, Kems, what's gonna come up is Westbrook and his shooting, and I think that aspect about his shooting is honestly, I'm consistently criticizing Westbrook, but his performance speaks for itself. You know what I'm saying? That I think that is they overdo it too much. They spend too much time on saying he's shooting. He's gonna get the job done. I just looking for pieces to get some other shooters, just to get some other shooters around it. The other pieces you can get because they have Kuzma there. Kuzma wasn't even a shooter, which he's supposed to be. KCP, a good shooter who won a championship with him, but the shooting, it fell off. I really needed the perimeter shot. So I'm just looking at we get at least two more pieces. I hear him talk about this guy from, I think he's in Sacramento, Body Heel. I don't know how sure that is Kemps or logical trade.
But the thing is with Buddy Hill is that they wanted to put Kuzma part of the trade.
Oh,
right? They wanted to put Kuzma, but we prefer Westbrook. But let me talk about let me say this first and foremost. I don't want to hear anybody to talk about a super team at all. I don't want to hear nobody talk about a super team because all of last season, me hear say Westbrook not good. I hear say he's a builder of a house because the amount of bricks him throw up. Me hear say he's a bad team player. I hear that LeBron is no longer a top 10 player in the league. I hear that he's a wash king. I hear that he's no good anymore. So this Laker team should not be good by your standards. But by my standards, this is the best news I've heard, apart from Elaine going to win the 100. But this is the best news I've heard all week, right? So So check me out now. Russell Westbrook, right? This is a man that has averaged a triple double. So when you understand, Westbrook had to play with Washington. Obviously, he had to be overcompensating for the scrubs on Washington team. Now he's coming to play with the
Besides
king.
Bradley Beal. Besides Bradley Beal.
Besides Bradley Beal, yes. But Bradley Beal is not LeBron James. Bradley Beal is not Anthony Davis. So now when you step into, I remember, Stephen A. even came out and talked about him wants to Westbrook win a championship. So this is why Westbrook made this move to win a championship. So all Westbrook have to do is just play his game, shoot a little mid range, attack the basket, get your rebounds, play hard basketball. That's all you have to do. We're going to get you another piece. And when we get DeMar DeRozan, he could sign 1 year for $10 million. You could get the mid-level exception and get that $10 million. And then, Cohen, you say we need shooting. Like, I don't think we need shooting because I didn't see Greek Freak shoot any threes. I see Greek Freak, he played to his strength. Play to your strength. That's all you have to do in a basketball. You play to everybody can be Steph Curry, everybody can be Klay Thompson. Play to your strength. Go to the basket, impose your will, barbecue chicken. That's all I want.
But Bucks had shooters. Bucks still had shooters. Greek is the best, but Bucks still had great shooters.
No, Bucks had shooters.
Let's not get onto the Bucks because remember that it's a short show, so
yeah, right.
We have to dissect this thing quickly.
Mm-hmm.
The NBA draft is also taking place. So first up, Kate Cunningham has gone to Detroit. Good move.
Yeah. For the draft, like I was saying, Kim's on Facebook with the first two, like it was already decided on. Detroit, they said Kate Cunningham was the best player. I watched a little bit of him because I watched Oklahoma State. I like Oklahoma State from Trae Young was there, so he was at Oklahoma State. I watched a little bit of him. Good player. Green, he went to the G League, so he was doing good. He was getting paid, and he come up. But my surprise, well, not my surprise. I was saying for Cavs, I was saying to Kems, and Kems was saying they should go with a guard. They went with Mobley, but I wanted this guy near this European guy. I don't know where he plays in the draft. If again, I'm Kems. Sungen, Sungen, I think that's his last name.
Yeah, you told me about him.
Yeah, so I was saying, I was hoping Cavs just go against what everybody was saying in terms of getting Mobley or even that guy Fatima or Kuminga.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wanted them to just go.
Kuminga has gone to GSW.
Right. Kuminga went to that, but over the years with Cavs,
that's a good pick for Warriors.
Yeah, good pick for us. Well, you see with Cavs,
coming back next
always
season.
don't pick right. I remember from 2013, they picked Anthony Bennett, then they picked Scrub Wiggins, and people were cursing out LeBron James for trading him. Who wouldn't trade Andrew Wiggins? So Cavs, I just thought they would have went with that guy that I wanted them to pick because I watched him in the Turkish league, in the European League playing for Turkey. But they wanted to give these. I just think that they wanted to give these American players that they see more in their league. Yeah.
Sure. The thing is, all right. So, hey, where did Jalen Suggs get drafted?
Give me a second quickly.
Suggs.
He's now at Orlando.
Yeah.
Magics.
Yeah.
All right. So, for my thing is, I would have picked Jalen Green first. That has been my opinion ever since. Because he went to the G League and he's more battle tested than somebody who stayed in college. College, you play against college people. G League actually played against either guys who are aspiring to go to the NBA or have been in the NBA and be a little downgrade, So I would have picked Jalen Green first. As it relates to Cunningham, good player. I think he would, you just have to just see how they make the transition because a lot of number one picks they don't make the transition into, because Steph Curry was the number one, Klay Thompson was the number one, and those guys are, you only have a handful of number one picks that really come out to be that superstar talent, So I don't really put a lot of stock in the draft, because these players go to sorry teams and expect to, change the dynamic of the team. It doesn't work like that. Everybody can't be a LeBron James, so everybody can't be a Steph Curry. So
you're good.
Go ahead.
No, who did Orlando picks? What are the two picks Orlando? Because Orlando had two. Who Orlando pick?
They picked Suggs so far.
They picked Suggs for 5.
So far, yeah. As,
Yeah.
Oh,
as
all right. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Contract him. Sorry.
Yeah. So we just see how it work out. I like to give these players 2 years, 3 years to see how they develop into the league. They just coming from college, wild people. So, let's just see how they develop.
all right, so let me know who's a follower of GSW. What you guys make of Kuminga?
All right. So go ahead, Colin. Go ahead, Colin. You can talk.
I like Kuminga, and just like Kims was saying, he was in the G League as well. So I like this policy that they made, Levon, whereby you could leave high school and not go to college, go to the G League, get some money. Cause like Green, I think his salary was 500,000 a year for a young kid, 18, 1900, 500,000 US a year. Good money, very good money, right? So Kuminga, he was there, and guess what now? Some of these scouts and these people talk about it. They help to drop the draft stocks of these players. Kuminga was projected to be number 1, but it's just because they're saying because of some attitude in terms of his attitude and sorry, I say attitude twice on defense and sometimes his offensive efficiency. These guys are not robots. Sometimes these analytics are doing too much, saying too much. Very, very good pick.
Yep. What I'll say, I'll add to that. What I'll say, Levon, as a Golden State Warrior wagonist, you should be, you should be excited, right? We're talking about a 6'6" forward who can shoot, right? I see in the G League, he averaged 15 points, 7 rebounds, right? And if you look at it, if you're playing with Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, there's not really much work for you to do. So you can come in, you can learn from those professionals, and you can just play your game, play your role. And you have a coach that in Steve Kerr,
And
one
then
of the
again,
best.
James, I just want to add to that quickly. Even though people might dislike him, that Draymond Green fella, he's actually a very good mentor to a lot of these youngsters.
Yeah, definitely, because Draymond Green, he wasn't drafted highly. His draft stock wasn't high, but he went to Michigan, went to a top school, but so Draymond Green, he knows how to get the best out of these players, and so. And they also have Wiseman, even though Warriors are currently shopping
Quality.
Wiseman. They're shopping him though. They want
All
to
right.
get the player.
So that I'm glad you said that because my thing is, word is Washington is looking to rebuild.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking that there's a talk, just a talk, but I'm hearing consistent that Washington is looking to rebuild. So they get these players from Lakers for Westbrook. I'm thinking they may want to send Bradley Beal if they get some good trade picks, right?
Mm-hmm.
The talk about Bradley Beal to Golden State form another super team has been going around. You could send Kuminga, you could send Wiseman, you could send Scrub Wiggins, and something to go to Washington to try and get Bradley Beal. What do you think about it? Is that feasible?
Well, it's definitely feasible. And if you are looking at the reports, I know we have to go soon, Levan, but if you're looking at the reports, Steph Curry even came out and he said that he wanted the Warriors to prioritize Bradley Beal, because he's another shooter. He's somebody who can put the ball on the floor. He was the second leading scorer in the league last season behind Steph Curry. So imagine you have Bradley Beal, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson. That spells trouble for the league.
Trouble.
But, hey, the Lakers have something over there too. So, hey.
On that note, this is where we're going to end the show. Sorry, viewers. Remember, I have to cut it short. Reason being, that the Olympics is going on and I want you guys to enjoy the Olympics just as I want to do. So, for that reason, I have to ensure that I just give you guys enough time to just watch the Olympics while we also garner some of you guys' attention. It was a pleasure being here, serving the live to you guys again. Thanks to Devin, thanks to Kim for passing through abruptly, even though that you guys would have loved to have carried on this basketball discussion. But no worries, man. We'll pick it up because it's not going, it's coming.
No problem, man.
And thanks to our viewers that have tuned in. Thanks to our producer Josh Carl. And guys, please remember, subscribe to the YouTube channel because that's where we want to really grow. Yes, we appreciate all of you on Facebook, but please, For all our Facebook viewers that haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, please go over and do so. I'm going to post the link on the Sports Frenzy page on Facebook, so you guys can just click on the link and subscribe immediately. Thanks
So,
again, and see you guys tomorrow. Enjoy the Olympics now.
Cool.